The following video contains content captured from NCAA Football 14. The rosters, standings, and stats may not be accurate to the present day. All trademarks belong to their respective parties.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, a.k.a. The Swamp. I am Stan Smith, joined by John Dowdy and Nick Jones. Brian Principe could not be with us this evening. His hermit crab died. We wish him the best. He's very brokenhearted about that, but the Gamecocks will kick it away. And once again, it's going to be a touchback for the Gators. There hasn't been a return all year for our games.
Yes, there have, Stan. You forgetting about the Furman game.
That doesn't count. Those were not our furry friends. So, John, what do you think of these Gators? Like, does that really look like a gator to you?
Well, the fact that he has 2 feet, no. He's wearing a baseball hat, no. But, yeah, I'll buy it. He's got the tail.
He's intimidating, I guess. I've seen him in real life. He's about 8 feet tall. And I'd say he looks more like a dragon, maybe a lizard. I guess you can say he can pass as a gator just because of the stuff on his back. But
Stan, I heard that Albert, that's the Gator mascot, right? That's his name, Albert?
Yes.
Is a distant cousin of Godzilla.
I wouldn't be surprised. You really think so?
Yeah, I mean, they're, little difference in size.
Hey, Shaq Rowland just got a big gain while we're speaking. Continue.
Geographically speaking, it's not in the same area, at least according to the new movie.
Nick, which Godzilla are you talking about? The new one or some like the classics from, what were they, the 80s and 90s, I think?
I say the classic. I say it's the classic one. This is like
with all the the Japanese voice dub and whatnot.
Yeah.
Not the new one with Walter White in it. Ooh, Mike Davis takes a big hit behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 5. Jonathan Bullard with a tackle for loss. These Gators are pumped. I think it would be very frightening if a Gator was walking around on 2 legs, because it's a Gator. Like they'll bite your face off.
They say football is a game of inches, so I guess they wanted the extra. 7 yards? So 7 times 12 is what? 42. No.
7 times. You say
7? No. It's
84.
Yeah.
Yeah, 84. Yeah. I'm not a math major, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you.
Well, the reason why I brought up that thing about Will Muschamp, there's a very hilarious picture that I hope John puts on the show later. He's like kicking one leg up in the air, and he looks like he's about to do a Broadway number. I really hope you guys see that when later. How do you think that hat stays on their heads? Do you think it's sewn on to the top of their heads?
I mean, that would kind of hurt, wouldn't you think, if you had a hat sewn on your head?
Pelvic thrust.
I think Brian has a hat sewn on his head because he's always wearing a hat. Am I right?
You're right. I don't know how he changes it from the South Carolina hat to the Rangers hat to the Mets hat.
It's magic, dude. He went to Hogwarts.
I don't think he's a Harry Potter fan, but we appreciate that joke, don't we?
Yes. Thompson
looks way down the field, and it is caught. 52-yard gain by Shaq Rowland.
I don't know, Stan. I think he was out of bounds.
Hey, nope. He was in bounds.
Don't say
Have
that.
you spoken?
I have spoken. Yes, I do. I mean, you only need 1 foot, and they're not reviewing it. He got it.
You know what I've noticed with the Cocky running the offense? They do pretty well doing the read option, I have to say. I feel like most of the times we see them get 8, 10-yard gains has been with the read option. But most times it's when the quarterback keeps the ball.
You're right. And no disrespect to anybody on this team, but I feel like they're all the same speed, and it's all very fast. Like in real life, that wouldn't be very accurate. But on here, it's I don't know, what's something fast? A cheetah?
I mean,
cheetah offense.
I think it's fair to say Cocky is the best player on this team. Would you say that?
I think Cocky might be better. You think so?
Not Cocky?
But you can't disregard Cocky.
Not at all. Anyway, takes a snap in the end zone, and it's picked off in the corner of the end zone by Florida, and they will get the ball back at the 25-yard line. A golden opportunity missed by the Gamecocks. Let's see if the defense can continue its impressive work by stopping Florida's somewhat stagnant offense. They exploded against Georgia a couple weeks ago. They only had 30 yards passing, but maybe 400 yards rushing.
I mean, Stan, aren't we taught in journalism classes that we're supposed to keep our opinion out of other teams?
But we are predicting this game, and we go to the University of South Carolina currently. And, don't you want South Carolina to win?
Of course I do.
In a video game?
I guess in the video game. What about in real life?
In real life, that's when I'll become objective, but I'm in college, man. Anyway,
I was just talking about maybe it's like the Swamp People. You know, they have their own little show on, was it A&E or something like that? They go hunting for gators.
I don't watch TV, Nick, so.
They go hunt for gators.
They go
The
hunting for
bayou.
gators.
I've watched that show a couple times. There's a guy named Jacob. He does a real good job hunting them gators. That's the
there a
best
guy
bayou
goes,
accent I can
"Shoot 'em."
do. Yeah,
Go
you're
shoot
right.
'em.
You shoot him, Jacob. Shoot him. Now, Nick, what would you say your favorite or one of your favorite Adam Sandler movies is?
I'd probably say The Waterboy.
The Waterboy. And I've heard you do a very impressive Bobby Boucher impression. Do you mind if you could just lay it on us?
Yeah. The reason alligators are ornery is because they got all them teeth but no toothbrush.
I would be upset too if I had all those teeth and no toothbrush. You know?
I mean, I guess, man. I mean, you got to keep your hygiene, but you know how Florida Gators are, dude. They're not really big into that. I'm just saying.
First down at the 30. Thompson back to throw. Throws it way over the guy's head once again. The Gators are shaking each other's hands like they just played a round of golf. This is not golf. This is football, hardened in football.
They have hands?
Yeah, and opposable thumbs, or maybe they just have 4 fingers, like a cartoon. All right, Thompson back to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted right at the 30. Once again, the Gamecocks turn it over when they're in great field position. We'd like to take this time to send our condolences once again to Brian's hermit crab that died. His name was Eli, named after Eli Manning, because he's an avid Giants fan.
That's unfortunate.
And they won 2 Super Bowls very recently, so
Is there like any like
more than the Panthers have.
Is there like greetings or with friends and family? Is like there like a time set up for like the service for the hermit crab?
You know what? I think he's going to have to like send out invitations to its other family members. Probably some Gators because actually probably not. That wouldn't make any sense because they're hermit crabs are from the sea. Gators don't live in the sea. LaTroy Pittman gets a first down.
That's a real crab, though, I guess.
Sebastian the Crab, one of the most beloved crabs of all time. Ooh, they're going to line up for a long field goal. Let's see if they fake it like they did against Georgia.
This is a 60-yarder, am I right? Or that's 50?
He's probably going to make it because these kickers on this game are amazing. Yes, he did. That is 3-0 Florida Gators.
I think that kicker's up for the Lou Groza Award, along with every other kicker that we've played because they all kick it in the end zone every time.
Award?
The Lou Groza Award.
That's the Big Boy Award. It's
The best kicker
the country
in
college
ever.
football.
All right.
That's the punter award, but we haven't really had a good chance of looking at punters too much per se.
Special teams expert Nick Jones, everybody, coming in for us.
They did invent Gatorade. I mean, it's pretty sweet when your school can provide you as much Gatorade as you want. I mean, I don't play athletics or sports anymore, so I don't really get to have that luxury of getting Powerade.
Oh, caught down the. Oh no! What? Oh, he caught it and it rolled out of bounds. That's very fortunate. They could take a look at this and see if it was an incomplete pass, but
Nah, I think he had 2 feet down, but
he had 2 feet down and he made a move. So yeah, the South Carolina Gamecocks were incredibly lucky right there. Let's see if they can actually get the ball across the goal line.
John, let me ask you this: if you had a lineage of who has been the best receivers for the Gamecock this year, who would you say? Let's say your top 3. Who's been your top 3 receivers this year?
Oh, wow. I mean, you got to throw Farrah Cooper up there, definitely. Shaq Rowland's kind of dropped off the map since, what was it, Alabama that he did?
He's having a good game today.
Not Alabama, Auburn, excuse me.
I think it was Kentucky. That was
Kentucky,
his first
yeah.
game.
Touchdown, South Carolina!
Called it.
Hey, yeah, did he drop off the map, huh? Yeah, 13-yard touchdown to Shaq Rowland. The Gamecocks take the lead. 51 seconds remaining in the half.
Now, who's your number 3? If you had to pick a number 3, you got one more. You got Bird. You got myself.
Hey, I know what he wants you to say.
Remember, I'm in the
Yep.
booth. But
he's not.
I actually was going to say Nick Jones.
Yeah, Nick Jones has had a pretty decent season.
I guess to make the cut at Florida, your first name's got to be Albert.
That's true. Tim Tebow's real name was Albert Tebow. Treon Harris is sacked once again. Chris Lamons, I was kidding about that. What do you think the Gamecocks look to improve on in the second half?
Converting on offense, they've been in Gator territory.
Sorry, John, but we have to give a shout out to our sponsor, to Nissan, innovation that excites. Sorry, continue.
Like I was saying, they've been in Gator territory twice
they need to get in the end zone more often. They've had at least 2 opportunities. This could easily be a 21-3 game.
Exactly right. But, Nick says it. It's an old football adage. Football's a game of inches.
What's Albert doing on the sideline?
I guess that's their bench squad. They're just waiting to go in. I guess usually, they usually rotate running backs like, Mike Davis and Brandon Wilds. John, what do you think the Gamecocks need to do right here as they're now in Gator territory?
Complete the ball, complete passes, complete the ball. That's not even a statement. I'm sorry.
But more importantly, complete passes to their own team members.
Yes.
I mean, we can't.
That goes without saying.
Right? You would think, but sometimes you just got to tell somebody. But see, there you go. Once again, myself catches the ball. I try not to be cocky about,
You are cocky.
I am cocky, so.
Literally and metaphorically.
Hey, Stan, do you suppose there's any ice cream left?
I ate all mine, Nick. What about you?
And there ain't no ice cream left, but there better be some popcorn next body meeting for SGTV. I'll tell you that.
Nick, you posed a question in the body meeting that what part of the food pyramid popcorn is in. Did you get an answer?
I mean, I guess we conferred it as, well, let's see this field goal and see how it goes. It's going to be a 52-yarder. Elliott Fry will kick it straight down the middle, and the Gamecocks take the lead 10-3 and make it a touchdown game. Either way, dude, sometimes you got to treat yourself, and you got to get some popcorn, especially Williams-Brice Stadium press box popcorn. That is the best on the planet. I have to say, shout out to whoever does that popcorn.
Well. We have sound yet? Yes,
we do have sound, and we're back. Sorry for the inconvenience, but the Gamecocks do score off an interception. Did we ever find out who picked that one off?
Al Harris Jr.
Al Harris Jr. He got the interception, and now the Gamecocks lead 17-3.
Anyway, going back to the food pyramid thing, you got at the very top you got the fats, you should eat very few of those, but the tippy top inside of that little triangle is popcorn.
At the very top?
Very top. Because it's the most important, and it has its own group because we don't know what food it is.
I guess, right? It's the most important meal of the day. I mean, I have to say, I eat it about 5 times a day. You got once for every meal and 2 snacks. Get a little midnight snack and even just a little snack in between lunch and dinner. You always got to have that. You don't mess with people's popcorn. It's
You're the only one around here that eats popcorn.
Correction. You just don't mess with Nick's popcorn.
Dude, just don't mess with my popcorn. You mess with Stan's popcorn. You mess with Brian's popcorn. You mess with anybody's popcorn. Just not my popcorn. John, what's your calculations on this field goal? How far is this one?
45, Nick?
You are correct. Look at John knowing his field goal stats. It's pretty impressive, I must say. And
I'm an engineer major, Nick. I can do math.
Hey, I'm about to say, man, I'm not the math major, so don't even talk to me about that. But the Gamecocks will make the field goal, increase their lead to 20-3. Now, I think that makes it a 3-score game. Am I correct, fellas?
Yeah, 17 points.
Hey, I can count. Stan, what do you think the South Carolina offense needs to do as they get ready to start out their next offensive possession?
Score. I mean, they need to do that. Oh, that's what my football coach always said. Someone would just say, hey, Coach Jenkins, what's the game plan for today? He was our offensive coordinator, and he would just go, score. That's all there is to it. Name of the game.
I mean, they don't put the offense out there not to put any points on the board. One time we played an district rival, and we were nailing the game out to win, and somehow they knocked the ball out of the quarterback's hands. They got the ball and scored a touchdown the next play. So I guess it's how the cookie crumbles.
I want cookies.
Dude. What about some popcorn?
No one wants your popcorn, Nick.
No popcorn or cookies?
Cookies, yes. Popcorn, no.
Do you remember who was the offensive coordinator before? Before their now offensive coordinator. I really can't name who that is, but do you have an idea of who this guy might be? He was a offensive coordinator for the NFL.
Charlie Weiss.
Charlie Weiss did coach here at South Carolina, I must say. He was a graduate student.
I was going to guess R.J. Thornton, but...
RJ is trying to comfort Brian right now because of his loss. Once again, we send our condolences.
I'm sorry, Brian.
Well, there's a little bit of RJ right there, folks. Maybe he's going to take a little stop by the studio, but...
Wait, did they just go for it?
They did go for it.
Oh, wow, and they failed, too.
They failed. Quarterback under the center, 2 receivers to the left. Throws a screen pass, but it's almost picked off by Neal, but that was a good deflection play, I must say, by the Gator defense.
What have I been saying about the screenplays all season?
They do not work. I mean,
Prime example.
This is our offensive analysis by John Dowdy.
It's kind of a sad concept, isn't it?
But it's a true concept. You can't, the eye in the sky doesn't lie.
So I just got an update I was checking Twitter. The Rangers won tonight. They won 5-0 against the Penguins, so maybe that's why Brian ditched us. Maybe he's lying to us about his hermit crab.
I mean,
What a jerk.
he could be. I mean, I don't know, man. He's coming out of sideways, I have to say. I don't understand, the Rangers not even playoff time yet. I mean, when is playoffs for NHL? It's like May.
Something funky like that, yeah.
I mean, we're Southerners, so we don't know nothing about hockey.
We don't know nothing about hockey.
I heard, just to go full circle, since we started off this conversation about the Rangers, the Greenville Road Warriors is basically like the farmers team for them. So, going full circle.
I know more about minor league baseball than hockey. There's a single A affiliate of the Boston Red Sox in Greenville, I think, the Greenville Drive.
Oh, the Greenville Drive. They are a pretty good team for the most part. I mean, I've never been to a Greenville Drive game. I've been to the Greenville Braves when they used to be they was in Greenville, but, kind of closer to the Anderson area, sort of.
We are really off topic, and we're completely forgetting this dominant defensive performance by the Gamecocks. It's going to bring up 3rd and 23.
Stan, that's been a theme the last couple of weeks.
I mean, we're not commentating the game. We're just trying to talk, fill up space.
Tell each other the fireside stories. Are they wearing like turtlenecks or sweaters or what?
He almost ate Will Muschamp's face off. Did you see that?
I told you,
Dude.
These Gators would eat someone's face off. They probably would eat Will Muschamp's face off, considering how this season is gone.
He's coming at him sideways, dude. Really front ways because he's eating his face off, but still.
Did the Gator barrel roll. When the Gator does that little roll, something's about to go down. Like whenever you see like Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
Crocky, mate.
Well, the Gamecocks will get the victory. John and Stan, tell me what y'all took from this game.
A good effort on both sides of the ball. The defense stepped up, forced 4 turnovers. Thompson was solid running the offense, and obviously the end result is what it is.
Stan?
Florida has had a terrible season. I don't know how they beat Georgia. I don't know how either of these teams beat Georgia, to be honest with you. But win's a win, and we'll take it.
Maybe.
And I cannot stand Florida. I'm very glad we won this game.
Maybe they should classify this game as the Beat Georgia trophy or something. Could you imagine like having a trophy with like UGA on it, but like in the doghouse, just kind of chilling? I don't know. Both teams beat the Bulldogs, which wasn't really anticipated, but it did happen. But the Gamecocks will win this matchup as they will win 20-3 here in the Swamp. For all of us at HQ Predicts, here's John Daddy, Stan Smith, and Nick Jones, and have a good night, everyone.
Hi, Mom.